Hi, beloved, and welcome to your message from the big God, okay, God Himself. Let's proceed. I thank you so much for your time. Thank you for joining me, okay? Let us tap in and begin and find out what God wants you to know at this time when you are watching this message, why you clicked on this video, okay? I'd like to kindly inform you that I am no longer available for any sort of services, access denied. Right, let's begin. That's weird. We have the Magician and the Two of Cups here. The Magician energy is Virgo energy, the Methodist, and then we have the Two of Cups, which is Cancer energy, Lucy and Mary, okay? The Methodist, split personalities. So what this means, I feel that it's the overall permeating energy for your message at this time. I'm being called to prophetically channel, okay? Okay, so I feel like, I'm being tapped into someone else's reality, okay? Give me a moment. So I'm being exposed to someone's, this is the collective energy, right? This is a collective reading, collective message. So understand this: when tapping into someone else's reality, you need to tap into their energy, right? So how you tap into energy is vibration. So collectively we read on vibration, right? So it's like going to a tarot reader and tapping into a video of theirs. You are tapping into their channel, and not just their actual YouTube channel. You are also tapping into their frequency channel, which speaks of their vibration, what they can channel, what they can bring to the table, how they can read the cards. That's quality of work, and that's all linked to spiritual rank, which are our deeds on earth. Don't get me started on that. Tarot is a spiritual job. It's not play. This is not for pretty's sake or aesthetic's sake, bitches. So anyway, there's a level of disrespect that's coming out of me because of who I'm channeling. I feel like the vibration that you are on is my vibration. to those that resonate with me. The reason you can understand me, my caliber, my way of thought processing, is because we channeling the same vibration. You stay close to the big God, right? You stay close to God, and you don't underestimate the power of prayer, and you know God the way you seek him. So we have that in common collectively. But with vibration, what we have in common is the sort of people we might all tend to attract as a collective. Like if we would probably meet up in some resort or something in my hometown of South Africa, we might probably chop it up, and you guys might actually realize we share more in common than you thought, because we vibrate on the same frequency, and the people we channel in our ancestry, like you guys, there's so much to this, so many layers to life. Live a little, you know. You would probably find out that I was also on my own shit, you know. But obviously, I've evolved. I've ascended into who I am now. Obedience to God and my calling in my hometown, in my ancestry. You know, I am who I am. I'm known for being a prophet. You know, I keep a few friends around me, if any, if none. Okay, I'm lying. I don't have friends. I try. I'm trying. My partner, you know, has given up on pushing me to get friends. But yeah. So that's a little about me. So sorry guys, I'm just gathering the narrative here. Someone wants to speak. Okay. Okay. I'm being called to release that. Okay. This is getting messy. What's this now? I haven't even tapped in. Okay, so there is someone here who I feel needs to see you like, I feel like you're dealing with like a masculine energy. This is for my feminines here. You're dealing with the masculine energy that we tapping into their psyche, the psyche of the breed of masculine energy that you've attracted, okay, due to your vibration. Hence, you know, collectively we attract the same people. You'd be surprised. Hence, I gave that analogy. So you attracted someone here, a certain breed of a masculine energy that vibrates on a very high, it's like on a higher level of consciousness, like within their own self and within their heart and mind here. Their heart and mind has been shaped to fit their comfortability levels of life. I feel like you're dealing with the masculine that does what they do because of how much joy it brings them. It's like an example would be that, like, take a basketball player. In their reality, take a very infamous basketball player. In their reality, they might not be known for anything outside of that. They're generally known for that caliber, that job, that status. Okay, so they have like a reputation, which comes back to this message. God is wanting me to kind of emphasize that you are dealing with someone who's known for certain things. They have a rep. Someone has a very, like a streak here, a certain streak. Like, you know, there's a winning streak, there's a losing streak. Someone's known for their mean streak, like, you know. someone has a streak, you're dealing with the masculine energy with a certain streak, either, a temper streak. Everybody know that they get, irritated easily, or they don't like to repeat themselves. They don't like to say things twice, you know. So yeah, you're dealing with that sort of breed of masculine energy that is very self-absorbed due to the path of life that they've walked. Someone has had to be this way. It's like no judgment. It's like I see that they've had to embody this sort of likeness to fit their journey of life, because they had to experience things that it's like something had to come out of them. Remember when I said, like, there's a level of respect coming out of me, level of disrespect coming out of me. I feel that this is a masculine energy that channels emotion like that. Like, it's like a chameleon energy that takes on the form of life that they want to represent, or they want to live, or an analogy, a reference point, a case study would be that it's like this masculine energy that when they love deeply. When they care deeply, but they hardly commit or try to, or it's hard for them to commit to anyone, even with the love or the care. I feel like what's needed would be some form of blueprint that satisfies their psyche, some form of blueprint of someone's way of being that can satisfy all their needs, like not just the emotional needs or sexual needs or, physical needs. It's like this is a type of masculine energy within that analogy, reference point, and case study, and linking it to this person, this masculine you're dealing with. They know what they want out of a feminine energy. It's like they know exactly what they want, and it's like the type of energy where I'll know it when I see it, and I'll know it. Like, and it's like I feel like you're dealing with that type of masculine energy that knows that it's you that they want, and that's a decision that they've already clarified within themselves. They don't need any outside validation to help them decipher that within themselves. They know. Someone knows that the breed of woman you are is well suited for the life they want to live. So they want you. So I feel like you're dealing with a breed of masculine energy that loves themselves first, like chooses themselves. Like an analogy I'd like to give, a reference point, a case study. I love, I love doing that, don't I? But it's my job. I'm just the channeler here. Let's take the message as it comes. So it would be that, like, you're dealing with someone who's willing to drive 40 minutes for a certain flavor or quality of ice cream in a certain city or town for themselves, just because of how much joy that would bring them, or just the idea. Like, someone takes appeal in the smallest things in life, which I feel that, I'm experiencing this masculine would be fun. I feel like, to you, because they would bring you outside of your shell. They would be someone that would make you be less like unserious. Someone wants you to. This is someone who would bring you out of your common denominator of self, like just removing it, and, like, I don't know, someone wants to quantify your identity, but in a very transformative manner. Yeah. So you're dealing with someone who wants more for you. This masculine energy, I feel like they're no longer confused about what they want. So now I feel like they're ready to solidify something. They're ready to make a move. They're ready to express, indulge in your energy. Because withholding themselves back, I feel like it's doing more damage. It's like I'm seeing the vision of like a vision of someone like a rope, right? And then someone pulling, like tug of war, pulling the rope on the right hand side, or towards the right hand side rather, and then someone pulling it towards the left hand side. And then it's kind of like the left hand sided person is winning with the grip that they have. And it's like the more they hold on, the more, and they try to also pull, the more pain, the more some form of damage, or the more damage is done. Because I see that in the vision. It's like I see blood, even like, because you're going to try to even make an effort to maybe tie the rope and then pull more, tie it around your hand, and then it's going to hurt your hand eventually. Because like I said, the left-handed side might be winning, right? So that person on the right needs to decide on the other side if they're going to allow themselves or not, like to let go or surrender to this connection, or to what they feel for you, despite what they think is on the other side waiting for them. It's like, I guess we'll never know. It's like, I feel like that's that type of energy here. It's the energy of, if they don't come forward, it's gonna be that, like, I guess we'll never know. Because I don't see you moving a budge. Like, I feel like you're sitting pretty, and I don't think it's, I feel like you're sitting so okay, here's the narrative. I feel that there's a bunch of my feminines out there who this is like an ex, and I feel your energy of being very assertive with this masculine, really just, you know if that's the case, then I guess you not moving, and genuinely putting in the work within self, not doing it to appease or look a type of way, doing it because you're doing it, working on self, not because you want to prove a point, doing it because you're doing it, and this is what you want for self, is what is attracting this masculine back into your energy, like vibration. They see you now, they see you differently. That's the narrative. And the other narrative, this generally could be someone that, this could genuinely be someone that likes you, wants to come forward and do right by you. Okay, so take that how it applies for your reality. But either way, there's some form of communication or union here, reunion or union, that might be taking place in your reality, if God allows, is what I just heard. So your belief in God is what is going to keep you grounded in your decision making on, this whole thing. But also, it's going to keep you grounded in figuring out what's best for you. Like, it's okay to choose the option that works best for you wherever you are in your life. Okay, let's move forward here. It's like, use your discernment wisely. Don't be quick to make a decision. Think. God is saying, think. It's like, why is this person here? Like, it's like, I feel like you're dealing with someone whom, like, if this is someone that likes you and hasn't told you, we'll get to the X part. If this is someone that likes you, hasn't told you, hasn't revealed themselves to you, hasn't come forward with that clarity, they choose to now. I feel that, like, generally, let's just say that to those that are being watched, studied, plotted on a little, if you can call it that, like strategically, I feel like this is a masculine that's planning this approach. They're not just doing it impulsively. They would, I feel like this is someone that wouldn't do that when it comes to you. They would, they think about it, so here we are. I feel like to the narrative of it being someone that is interested in you or in dating you or wants entrance access to you, your energy, your life, your reality, they feel like despite what you might have going on, however way things are in your reality and who you are as a person, this is someone that looks, I see it, that's the thing. I feel like how they see you is so different than you see yourself. That's what might make this masculine tempting to you, or that's the attraction based foundation here to you, because I feel like you need that mental stimuli first before anything. So I feel like them having this form of approach is already like a 10 out of 10, in terms of traits, characteristics, morals, ethics. Someone that they don't take, they don't just take, they feed, they nurture. Okay. So here's what's going on here. I don't know. My back is killing me. Yeah, I feel like you're dealing with, okay, to the exes. Sorry guys, to the exes, this is someone that is still remembering. This is someone so sentimental, just in general, to the collective breed. You deal with a sentimental sort of gentleman energy, but in their nature. But to the exes here, if this is like a returning ex lover or ex something, situationship, relationship here, it's like this is someone that their sentimental ways enable them to recollect thoughts, memories of physical touch, whether that be sexually based or just casual, platonic, where you just hold hands or something, you know, you know, I'm being led, by spirit to show you this. It's like this sort of energy, they need this back, you know, to the exes here. Yeah, this is someone that they still claiming you. They still saying this is my ex, or that's my ex, or like, someone still claiming you, or claiming you by name even. Like someone is not playing here. So going back to the generalization of this message with the breed of masculine that we're all dealing with collectively, you know, I'm dealing with it too, but it's more spiritually based because of obviously my job description. I have to go through that intensity, which I love. I do. Um, so this masculine energy sees fit that I feel like you're dealing with someone that is very masculine, firstly, like very, well, I know you, beloved, so it's like the masculinity is also in the mind. I feel like that turns you on really excessively, you know. I feel like it's an uncontrollable thing. I feel like that's just how you are. But I feel like the form of it that this masculine comes with is very, it can be toxic or unhealthy because you're dealing with a possessive soul. And I say soul because like this is someone as possessive like over their cars, or that's possessive over they positions, they prized positions here. They don't play. So I feel like how they look at you is the same way, you know, not as property per se, right? But it's more like that's mine, or I already know that this is my woman. Like just some form of analogy of like a man who is already self-proclaimed to seeing things exactly how they want them to be for themselves. Like they they live in an internalized environment where they shapeshift into different emotions and experiences and imaginative thoughts within themselves. And I feel like this is strictly based on this connection at this time, because that energy is heavily in this masculine's life where they your energy feels familiar, warm, comfortable. I feel like you make them feel good about themselves. You make them want to be a better person. They might not want to share that or say that out loud, that like you have this effect, maybe because they don't know what you're going to do if you know you have that power over them. But knowing you, beloved, I don't feel like you would utilize any power, leverage on anyone in a negative way or in any way. I do feel like you would never even think twice about doing something like that. Like, because you know the consequences. You've been in the dark night of the soul enough to know what happens when you take advantage of genuine people, or people. You know what happens when you manipulate power. Because you walked a certain path. You weren't spoon-fed your healing. You didn't get here with this extravagante way of being out of nothingness. It came at a cost. So, to say the least, you would not dare disrespect your own moral virtue despite whoever may cross paths with you or your reality. Because to live a life, the definition. I wish I could grab my phone, but I guess, yeah, here we are. But I have it. The definition of spirituality, Google based definition, sorry. A Google based definition would be: spirituality is the, I know it's not going to be the perfect definition because I can't remember it like that, but I can remember the context perfectly. It said that spirituality is the I'd say, let me give my own definition: the arts, the form of being able to live outside of the things of the world. Like, it's like making the sacrifice to be the Jesus, what I'm saying, knowing better, doing better, which is the hardest path to walk, because then you have to heal. And to heal would mean you have to go back to where your pain started, which is the hardest thing to do. But when it's done, it results in ego death, spiritual awakening, ascension that makes you vibrate higher, so much so that you are spiritual. You start to see differently. Like, you won't be persuaded by money or lust. What grabs your heartstrings is more like the genuineness of someone that can have you on a chokehold. Someone that genuinely loves you, or your energy, or someone that genuinely embraces you. Those are the things that tie you down or make you care for someone more than you should. Those are the things that your buttons to poke, not anything outside of that, because you've walked that path. I'm just making you understand it. You've already gone through the most. What's to come is not to push you off your path, but it's to teach you, you know what I'm saying? So, however way this goes and narrates for your reality, make sure that you're making the best decision for yourself. Okay. I'm being called to end your message here. Okay. I'm concluding it by saying I thank you for your time and I thank you for joining me. Until next time, bye.